Hey Galilee friends and family, it's Joan. I'm here in a little tiny place called Bougainville, Dominican Republic. It's on the South Shore. It's just sort of out of the way, and it's little and it's quiet and it's pretty nice. This morning in my devotions I was reading something about how we try to cover up our sin, and I thought of something that happened to me a while ago. I think I shared with you that I have a file of stories I'm keeping. It's called Miracles and Other Cool Stuff. And this is a story that happened to me. I was in college, and I was come home from work. Nobody else was home, and I really wanted French fries for some reason. So I put on the pan with the oil. It was probably Crisco back then. Turned it on high, and I thought, I'm just going to run upstairs real fast and change. Well, of course, I get to dinking around with this, that, and the other thing, and next thing I know, I'm looking in the mirror, and behind me, wafting into my bedroom, is black smoke. So I go, and I run down the steps, and I looked, I was about halfway down the steps, and I could see smoke like 2 feet down from the ceiling, all on the main floor. Run into the kitchen, black smoke is just billowing up out of this frying pan. No fire, no flames, but the black smoke was pretty intense. I was able to get the pan off the heat, turn the thing off, turn the burner off, and rightly or wrongly, I turned on the whole house fan, which did clear out the smoke really fast. But the other thing it did is there was little tiny bits like ash, but they were everything. Any horizontal surface had like this ash on it, and when you went to brush it away, it was grease. So these little blobs of grease were everywhere. I mean, maybe that was going to happen if I didn't turn the fan on or whatever, but that was what I was dealing with. And not to mention, here's the worst part, 3 of the kitchen walls were absolutely black. And silly me says, I know, I can clean this up before anyone gets home and no one will ever know. Oh my goodness, about 3 minutes into that, I realized I can't do this. So my mom and dad wasn't home. This was back before cell phones and all that. So I called my dad at work, and I'm like, Dad, somehow in gibberish with tears, let him know what had happened. I said that it's no fire, but he goes, all right, I'll be home in a minute. I hang up from him, and Mom drives up. So now I have to go to her, try to catch her before she came into the house. I'm like, Mom, I didn't. She walks in. I mean, I was expecting like wrath and yelling, and then Dad got home a few minutes later, and they just sort of looked at it, and they said, all right. Oh, it's finals week also. I need to study for finals. So they amazingly said, don't worry about it. Insurance will cover it. We'll take care of it. You just take care of school and, take your finals. And I'm thinking, yeah, they probably want to get me out of the house real soon. So I was, every time I think back on that, I'm amazed at their calmness and their love and understanding. I'm sure they were thankful the house did not burn down, as I was. Just another little twist, one of my sisters was getting married 2 weeks later, and so the whole house had to be clean, the carpets, everything. It was really a big deal, and my mom took on the brunt of it. Complete forgiveness and love, and I thought, isn't that how our Father forgives us? When we come to Him, all in our gibberish and our tears. What happened in the kitchen, it was completely an accident. I don't do that anymore. I turn the oven off. If I have to go anywhere, even for a minute, I just turn it off, go what I need to do, and come back and turn it back on. But our God the Father certainly forgives us in the same way. It's just love is what it is, and understanding. And I hope that we can forgive others in the same way. It has to be really hard, especially, that was a big thing that happened in our house, a big mess. But I never heard anything about it, no teasing about it, nothing. So I want to forgive like that. I want to forgive others like that. So would you pray with me and for me that as a Galilee family and as friends, that when others cause a big mess in our lives, and it's all their fault. You know, we are completely innocent, that we can just look at them, love them, forgive them, and just take care of it, and then, you know, they can then pass on that love and forgiveness. So I hope you enjoyed that story. It's true. To this day, it just hurts my heart so much, but it doesn't have to. I can let it go because my mom and dad let it go. My sister let it go. She got married. The house looked great. It was painted, everything. It was pretty amazing what was done in 2 weeks. So don't leave the burner on when you leave the room. That's number one. And just keep loving each other. All right? And I'll see you when I get back, which will be the next time I see you. Take care.